A normal ring is massive because in addition to how much space we had at the conference, we had to deal with things like
how we would transport the stage to that location.
Disassembling it all into pieces, shipping it, putting it together.
Yeah, we knew that it was so heavy, we would have to be able to stack it up, put it on a pallet. Being able to fit into that footprint was also another challenge.
We had a big brainstorming session to talk about all these things, right?
Yeah, so I jumped into X Design and started modeling the whole thing based on what we talked about. Well, of course, the first thing was the footprint. And that was another consideration that we kind of went back and forth on, and we landed on 8 feet by 8 feet.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that there's room for the contestants to move around. And if we wanted a third person, we could.
Yeah, so I remember a conversation where people were like, how high off the ground should this be? And we went everywhere from it should just be 4 posts on the ground to 30 inches off the ground and everywhere in between.
I just wanted to actually have that drama of stepping into the ring.
Yeah, so I think we came to a good compromise at, a 2x6.
Yeah, that's perfect. A little bit of elevation.
Yeah. So once we settled on this, 2x6 height, it was really just a matter of cutting things to length and building the pieces. And because we needed to ship it on a pallet, we broke it into 5 pieces, a big square in the middle and then 4 corners, and which made it actually really good because we could cut all the pieces to length and assemble it and kind of get better at assembling it as we went.
Well, I loved how much we clamped everything.
Yeah.
But there was one part of it that you had to get a little creative so that we could get the post holes to actually fit into in that 4x4 block that was at the corner.
Oh, you mean trying to drill a hole deeper than we could actually drill?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the throw on that was only like, a couple inches and we milked it for everything we could. And then I think we flipped it over and hoped that we would line it up on the other side, and magically we did. You jumped on it a little bit. We saw there was a little bit of a sag because we were at like 24 inch on center. Then we said, well, there's going to be some big people jumping up and down and getting excited on this.
So it was actually important to reinforce that.
A couple more 2x6s took care of that. And then we had to wrap this thing to make it look.
Yeah, and some flooring, which if it looks familiar, you've probably seen it in your local gym.
Yeah, so we used carpet tape that you can get at a home center to hold the rubber flooring to the plywood structure. I was proud at how, it has a little stretch, so we took our time and got that, nicely lined up. Of course, over time, it starts to like shrink or what, I don't know what, so the corners are seeing some wear, but it still works. I thought the best part of it all, though, was in the absence of the J-roller that you should use to put even pressure on these things. I couldn't find mine, and we were just too lazy to buy another one. We got credit with our feet. Did a little
with our shoes on,
little dance.
Did a dance.
It was probably my most favorite part of the entire build.
Cleaned it up with a couple knives.
Yeah.
The last thing were just the latches, I think, when it comes to the flooring. Yeah, there's plenty of latches like that available online just to lock everything together. Those worked perfectly because they were adjustable.
It makes putting the ring together so quick.